Alright, so today it's tomorrow I go home, but today's my last day in South Korea, and today we're going to go to the DMZ. And I'm not sure how much actual footage and pictures and videos I can take, because security is pretty tight there. I have to purposely wear a collared shirt. There's like a dress code. It's a lot of rules for going in. Trips can be canceled at any time in case there's like any ruffle in the feathers, so to say. So hopefully nothing happens on our tour, and that we can just have a good one, and hopefully I can take some pictures and stuff. I'm not even sure if they even allow us to take pictures, honestly, but we shall see. But yeah, hopefully I can at least take videos and stuff of our way there, and maybe from far away, from the bus, I can take a picture or something. But it's not going to be a whole lot of options, I feel like, for today. So yeah, I'm walking to the USO right now, where our tour will begin. It's not cheap. There's probably cheaper tours out there, but this is one of the few places that was one had an English-friendly website, and it was close enough to us that we can just get there and then just book a tour. Right now we're at the third tunnel that they discovered in 1978. One of the 4 tunnels that the North Koreans tried to infiltrate Seoul with, or at least South Korea. But yeah.
So here is the cross-sectional view. Our location first. We are here now. We are here. This building here, and walkway to the actual tunnel from North Korea. It's quite deep, 73 meters deep underground. 73 meters. Okay? And then we believe about 1.2 kilometer tunnel lies to the north. 1.2. And it penetrates to the south only by 435 meters only. 435 meters. And then you can see the blockades. Before the borderline, ceasefire line, now we call this one MDL, military demarcation line. Before that, triple concrete walls have been established by South Army. First one, second one, third one. Each one is 1 meter thick concrete wall. And then this third wall is 170 meters away from North Korea. So we are going to walk 265 meters only at the actual tunnel. The tunnel is 2 meters wide and 1.8 meters high in average. So you have to duck down with helmet on your head. This is not your size, North Korean people's size. Okay, back pain, you don't need to complete. It's just a 265 meters of long walk, and then just a blockade and return back. Okay? So you can come back anytime in the middle. No need to complete. Why? There is no certificate of completion. So you can come back. And then still hardest part of this tour is coming back up. Going down is easy, but coming back up is like a treadmill with the slope of 11 degrees. How long? 358 meters. Almost endurance treadmill. And then because of the tilt, 11 degree, which is quite steep one, going down is not so steep, but coming back up is suddenly steep one very, and then your breathing will be like this. So if you have asthma, you don't need to have this one. Okay? For diabetes and high blood pressure, also not recommended. You can enjoy photo taking on the shelter over there. And inside over here, we cannot take photo. We have to put our bag and cameras to the locker inside. Inside this building, cabinets of lockers you can use. So you can put your things over there, bags and cameras. Only the smartphone is okay if you put it on your pocket. Okay? Except that we have to put our bag and camera to the locker. And we are not supposed to take photo inside. They say this is military facility. And then a borehole, which hit the tunnel. South Army made boreholes. Many boreholes like oil drilling. And one of the boreholes hit the tunnel over here. Just before the ending point of excavation, we made borehole. The location over here is just for the convenience of drawing. The actual position is over here. So we can see the mark of the borehole on the ceiling over here.
Why is it
Borehole? To find out. North Korea was making tunnel to the south. We made
When you bore
boreholes
into something.
like oil drilling
Love
to
God.
touch it, to find it out. And then here, one of the many boreholes hit the tunnel around here. So we can see the mark of the borehole in the ceiling over there. So you have any question? Yes.
How can they see this will go over? It's just an empty tunnel. So what is supposed to be?
The purpose, infiltration to the south. North Korean.
No, this I understand. There's a borehole. How is it supposed to give information on the tunnel?
We made this one to find this one.
Yeah.
So,
But it's 73 meters down. So how are they
73
supposed to look
yeah.
at a rope or what?
We could put the water over there. Water pulled down, which means
Or
there's a
when
hole
you drill and the drill has no
We could
resistance.
imagine
Gee, I wonder what the hell it is.
Right.
the water down there, I think. And then after that, we made second borehole to put down camera down over there to see.
Yeah.
And those people ran away. They abandoned the tunnel. When we discovered
Imagine a
this
drill
one.
coming down. What the fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It was very empty one.
Is that a
We
book,
made
guys?
blockades, completely blocked the tunnel from north. And here are landmines between the blockades, landmines. So you have more questions? No? Then are you ready? You can choose not to go inside
Yeah.
if you have problems.
This is the unification platform where they're hoping one day North and South Korea unites into one country, and this is like a very symbolic location where they're hoping that the railroad will sync up, and they even have a sign for the railroad that says to the capital. It's all obviously it's not actually active, but the point is, South Korea is ready. Like South Korea is like, hey, let's be one nation. Pyongyang, 205 kilometers. Seoul, 56. Berlin Wall. Look inside. Pretty nice, actually. Colorful.
Walking the conference row, the official meeting place between North and South Korea. All the blue buildings you see belong to United Nations Command, or UNC. All the gray or silver buildings belong to North Korea or KPA. If you guys look here, right, you see the Joint Duty Officer or JDO building. The JDO is currently a U.S. Naval officer who served as a representative to the United Nations Command Military Armistice Committee. And also, he conducts official communications between North and South Korea. Look directly across, on top of the hill, you see a two-story tower. This is KPA Guard Tower 2, and it's currently marked at this time. So once again, these do not point waiver gestures towards North Korea. Now, if you guys look at the base of that hill, you'll see the white state that's in at 10 meters in height. This base at, look, they stand at 1 meter in height, that's at 10 meters. That is the MDO, and it goes through conference row, bisected each building with a 17 by 5 inch concrete slab. Now, the first gray building to your right is the KPA recreation facility. It is named as rather ironically for a house with no recreation within it at all. And it's still used by North Korea. When they do use this building, it's usually when we have high-ranking talks between North and South Korea, and we're still manned 10 to 20 armed soldiers inside. Now, when those soldiers are inside, they like to pull back the curtains and wave at us, make derogatory gestures towards us, all that. Next to that is T3, which is used by the JDO for colonel level and staff officer level talks. T2 is the MAC building, which we'll visit here shortly. T1 is used for the NNSC for their weekly meetings. And that last silver building is the former Pollution Check NNSC building, which is no longer used. Directly behind Conference Row, you'll see the Panmunjom. That is the North Korea's welcoming visitor center. If you notice that the third story is different from the rest of the building, because in 1994 they decided to rebuild their Panmunjom to stand taller than the original Freedom House that stands behind.
Wait, are we over the step? Oh shit. Wherever North Korea is at. Should we keep like going? Because we kind of have a lot of it.
Alright, once again, don't mind if you guys take pictures while I breathe. But don't cross between this soldier or go behind that soldier back there. They are real, they will stop you. After I'm done briefing, I'll give you the chance to take pictures with the rock soldier. Just stand at least like one tile spacing, because we don't want to interfere with their work. Welcome to the MAC building. The MAC meetings usually last 3 to 4 hours. However, there is one on record which lasted 11.5 hours. And this meeting derived this nickname, the Bladder War. During this meeting, neither side wanted to get up and use the restroom. So, like every 2.5 hours, there's a mandatory 15-minute break in which she decided to utilize the restroom. Now, all statements are translated in 2 languages, English and Korean. This was done by translators working simultaneously in those glass booths located each end of the building. However, those buildings are no longer used because the translators now sit at each head of the table. Now, that microphone you see is monitored and recorded 24 hours a day. It also acts as the MDL inside this building, so those of you on that side, you're in communist North Korea. Well, everybody on this side is relatively safe for me in Republic of Korea. Now, if you guys would like to cross into North Korea, please do so at that end of the table, paying respects to the flag. That's about it.
Hi guys, thanks again for watching the video.
sorry for about the mess right now. I'm sick. I came home 2 days ago, and I'm just like too lazy to clean right now. But I really wanted to talk to you guys because about this video about the DMZ, because arguably is one of the most intense part of my trip, because when you go to the DMZ, if you guys ever get a chance to go, it's arguably one of the most restrictive places I've ever been to in my life. Like, you know, you're not allowed to do so many things, and like, you know, you can't make hand gestures, you can't do all these things like to kind of antagonize the North Koreans. So when we were there, they're like, you know, they're limited of where we can take pictures of, what we can take pictures of. We weren't allowed to take pictures of any of the Camp Bonifas that we were at, any of the buildings, you know, we weren't, and if we do, like, and you post it on the internet, arguably they're gonna like find out and somehow, like, you know, well, they'll probably just tell you to take it down or whatever, but yeah, it was pretty intense, and just being there, like, you can feel like the tension in the air, like, you know, and that day it was like freezing cold too, so we, like, the North Koreans had like one guard outside, even though they usually have like 10. The private soldier that was like giving us our tour was saying, like, you know, once in a while, you know, they'll just have a platoon like of soldiers just walk across, like, you know, the street for whatever reason, you know, just to kind of intimidate the South or whatever. And they do a bunch of crazy stuff, but yeah, overall it was just like one of, like, how do you describe it? It was one of the most mind-blowing experiences, so to say. Like, I mean, you hear about North Korea and all this craziness with Kim Jong-un and like all the crap they do in the news, but until you're like at this place, like, you don't really get a feeling of like, oh my goodness, like, technically the Korean War is still going on. Like, they only signed an armistice, which means there's a ceasefire. That means there's no more fighting. But in terms of the actual war, like, between the two countries, it's still technically going on. There hasn't been a peace treaty signed. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. And then, like, and I encourage you guys, if you guys ever get a chance to go to South Korea and Seoul, really recommend going to DMZ. It's an experience you'll never forget. Go to the JSA, and yeah, I guarantee, like, you won't regret it. And hopefully soon this place won't exist anymore. And Korea, there's no North or South. There'll be one country, and hopefully the South will win, because, well, we don't want the North winning. We know that for sure. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.